So far in this session, we have covered topics from Chapter 6 and Chapter 8 and Chapter 10. Chapter 6 covers passing objects as argument and the overloading method and constructors. Remember what is overloading and what is overriding. And then we talk about scope of instance fields. In Chapter 8, we discussed static class members. What's the difference between a static member and an instance member? We talked about passing objects as arguments and returning objects from method. And we discussed the toString method and the equals method of the object type. And we also discussed the this reference variable. And we also go through what is aggregation, which is a has a. A class may have another class object as its field and the enumerated types. And in Chapter 10, we discussed the inheritance, superclass constructor, how you call a superclass constructor from your constructor, and overriding method. Remember overriding, the difference between overriding and overloading. Then we talked about protected members and once you do not use them. We discussed the chain of inheritance and go back to object class. And finally, because we have the overriding and inheritance, we discussed the polymorphism. Polymorphism is made possible by overriding and inheritance. And finally, we discussed the different abstract class and interface. We didn't go through anonymous class and the functional interface. This is beyond the discussion of this question of this class, but these are interesting topics that we can that you can read on your own. So let's look at assignment. The assignment have 7 questions, but oops. Assignment have 4 questions and some multiple choices. The first question asks you to create a class pentagon, which implements a regular polygon interface. So this is just a warm-up for the questions that follows. This is just a very simple question that should implement the interface, have a instance field, and have a constructor. After that, you are required to create 2 regular polygons. One is a square and one is pentagon. And ask you to gather a parameter. And apparently you can see this is for polymorphism because there are 2 things, 2 different instances. One is square, one is pentagon that causes regular polygon. Then you're asked to check if you can use this getArea method in the when you define the square as a regular polygon. And finally, in assignment number 4, you create a class called store sales bar chart. You're asked to create a new method to overload the previous one that you are going to use a sign to replace the asterisk instead.